All right, we are streaming. So, last stream, I was in the trade for. I was in the trade for like 3 days, and then it shit the bed. FYI, this is a learning process for me, so this is not financial advice. I need to make that clear. What I expected last time to do was it to touch in this 4-hour fair value gap and then continue moving up. But what has happened is it totally ran through this 4-hour fair value gap, creating a bearish 4-hour fair value gap. Now it's starting to retrace, but now you can see the account's down 347, so I got a bit of a hole to get out of, and I'm still kind of tailoring my confluences to figure out how I'm gonna trade. I still like some things to take away from my previous trading, which is higher time frames, kind of getting a daily bias based on higher time frames. We were in this nice little bullish move up, but now obviously we're coming back. You can see past when we had a pullback, it really has tanked quite a bit. So I don't have high confidence that we're continuing necessarily this trend here, but generally speaking, the market will tend to stay bullish. You guys had this long ride down back in April, and but anyways, so I'm not putting all my eggs in that basket anymore. I think I need to have a more of a moment by moment analysis, be able to dive in and figure out moment by moment what the market is doing to move with the market and not try to predict the market. But I think what I want to do is, as my kind of order of operations, get on the 4-hour time frame. I'm actually going to totally remove my drawings here. I want to get out start on the 4-hour. I'm going to use my path tool and kind of mark out what's been happening here. So the market has changed quite a bit over this period here of this kind of, it's a bit sideways on the higher time frames, and I want to basically, I think I'm trying to figure out what indicator I want to be using. The arrow might be a good one. So obviously we're in an upward trend here. That higher highs, higher lows. We did not break higher highs, but we did make a lower low, so we did reverse the trend at this point. Boom. Now we reversed it again. Now we went past this point. Now we're bearish again, or bullish again. And then we made a low, lower high, higher low, lower high, and then we broke it. And then this is where I messed up in the last few days, which was I did not really identify that the market shift. So I want to stay with the market as my general rule of thumb, unless I'm specifically doing day trading pullbacks or things like that. But generally speaking, I want to stay with the market. So we have that new low there, high, new low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So we're technically still in a downtrend from here. And then I think the next thing I want to do, once I got that general trajectory here, I want to look now, this is more of the ICC stuff, I want to look for areas of resistance and support, which you need at least like 3 touch points. So this range is still kind of a support area. So we would kind of expect price, if it were to come down here, to have a little bit of a resistance here. I'm going to keep these white. I'm going to take off the middle line here. I'm going to start naming stuff. Support. Now we can look for some resistance. This is all-time high here. I don't know if there's something seems to be happening in this level, so I'm going to just kind of put a little. Totally disrespected there, but it's a little bit of support here. I will say that's a support zone. I'm not going to say that this is completely a resistance zone, but we're going to put that. So a little bit of support. Now, the other thing I want to be looking for is 4-hour fair value gap. So we had one here, completely ran through, so it's not really valid anymore. But we did make one here, and it did get respected. So I'm going to call this 4-hour bear fair value gap. I'm going to make it a certain color. Market open in 11 minutes. So we saw that it kind of respected it there and continued moving down. I'm assuming it's going to want to dabble in here a little bit. So that's one thing we want to be mindful. We are moving down. We expect it to maybe come back and either claim the whole thing or touch into it before it moves down. So we got that 4-hour fair value gap. And we could actually look for any other ones. You could see that this one was respected when it moved up. I don't think we have any more going down because that was kind of our confluence for things going up previously. It was 4-hour fair value gaps right here. And it was respected, moved up. 4-hour fair value gap, respected, moved up. 4-hour fair value gap, respected, moved up. 4-hour fair value gap, first respected. Let's see here. Just roll. Okay, got 3 minutes to market open. Last thing I want to do here is mark out. So the other thing I've been dabbling with is the break and retest strategy. So with that, we mark out the first 15-minute candle range. I typically will make that blue. And so we're looking for kind of a break and retest to the upside or downside. Now, what we've established is there is a 4-hour fair value gap. It kind of has been respected a little bit. We've kind of chopped around a little bit in the morning. If we went long off the break and retest, 15 points maybe might be realistic. We set our range here just below at a 3-to-1 ratio. And that could be our bullish move. If it came down, obviously we're expecting it to respect that a little bit more. I don't think that's almost a rejection off of it, so I still think it wants to get some of the liquidity here. So I'm expecting it to go break and retest to the upside. However, we could have some false break and retests. And then at this point, unless it really wants to continue going up, then I'm gonna guess we're in a downtrend on the 4-hour. So let's see here on the 4-hour. For it to totally change market shift here, we would have to, we're coming down here, boom, 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 and then we're heading back up. So now that's the only problem I don't like here is if we break this high, we are then back in an uptrend here. So no, so that is if the candle closes above the 4-hour candle. We have 30 minutes. So in a downtrend, this is not closing. The next one could close above that. Totally disrespect. Either way, if it's going up or if it's going to reject off that, we still kind of expect it to, okay, we got the market open. We still expect it to go up. Whether it keeps going up or we'll pull back, that's the question. But I'm still looking at the price to go up. We are kind of in this uptrend here. On the 15-minute, we're making higher highs, higher lows. Price is already down here. Volume has stepped in. We're below kind of the equilibrium point of this. I think we're going to want to come down maybe first. We're not going to make new lows. We're going to have a higher low here. It's pushing back. There's the volume here. We got some sell-off volume. We've had a lot of sell-off volume, it looks like. We are shooting down here. I don't know if there was news today. Let's see if we have some equal lows here. We kind of have equal lows here. Equal lows here. Rejected off of here. I'm going to take a buy order off of here. Now this is not going full break and retest, but I'm going to go ahead and take this order here because I am expecting it to go up. Now I'm going to readjust. I'm actually going against the market at this point. My stop loss is way down here. A reasonable place to put it might be just past these equal lows here. If I had this as my stop loss, and then expecting it to go, this would be a 3-to-1. If I expected it basically to totally switch, because I have just determined that if it breaks this point here, it is a change in character. Now, ICC concepts basically wait for that indication, correction, and then continuation. I guess I'm kind of like doing a hybrid here. Price did start to reject off that level there a little bit. It is kind of reaching down. I could see it realistically coming up here. Still got 10 minutes on this 15. So see a lot of support here, I think. So there does seem to be a good bit of support here. Get this white support. We're up 15 at the moment. So I'm hoping for a break and retest to the upside. Now this is a 39 point spread here. Realistically, the break and retest, we're looking at this. And if it were 3-to-1, what would that be? For 4-to-1, we're looking right around here. So that would still be past our support region here. And that would give us basically 20 points here. That's like a scalp move. I think I do, from learning from my experience from the intraday trading, I felt like relaxed being in this long 3-day trade because I was a low, it was in a very big contract. It was just one contract. So even though it was a huge stop loss, a lot of points, it did end up hitting it. And, lost quite a bit. And then I kind of revenge traded and then continued to lose. So I do like the idea of these like 9:30 to 11:30 scalp trades. They seem to be a little bit more, obviously faster moving, but it's a little dicier, it seemed like. But ultimately, if I lose this trade, it's only 5 points, so it's 26.25 for a one contract trade. We are still at the bottom of this range. What I've had problems with the break and retest is I'll catch every break and retest and really not sure why or where price wants to go. But then once I started looking at the higher time frames, it made a little bit more sense. So actually this is starting to concern me now, because I mean, this is my main confluence here, is this support area. We know price can come down. Maybe that would be better. As this one would be a little bit more, another layer of, because you got this layer of support, or having it below here. But price is now kind of starting to move up. We're still below the range. There's a lot of orders, sell orders with this retest, wanting to drive price down. That's the only problem. If we're below the range, once that a lot of people are doing the retest strategy, so it is going to want to push it down, I think, a little bit. But we'll see if it fights through this under part of the region. More confirmation would have been to wait for it go past the midline, but I am still kind of experimenting and exploring. So we're just kind of we're testing here. We're back testing a strategy here. We did close below it, but very kind of a weak close on the 5 minute, but with this long candle kind of pushing it back. We saw here higher candles here, longer, higher, higher. We're still in that 13 seconds for this to close. I guess some people probably are in a break and retest to the downside because of this candle, but it's not very strong. That's the thing. We are moving down. We past this little point of support. Now we're pushing back up a little bit. See anybody in the stream? Nobody in the stream. So we are kind of getting a little support still. We see some previous support here and there, but we are in a little bit of a downtrend on the 5 hour. Looks like we're going to stop us out here. We got stopped out. Lost 25 bucks. We are in a downtrend. So that is the other part that I just totally ignored my own rule. We are in the downtrend. So we should have probably been taking a bearish move. I don't know how big this move will be. We had a crazy move yesterday. A big move here. We are kind of still making lower highs, lower lows. This is, so we could expect it to maybe come down quite a bit on this move. and then make that retrace back up. But it seems like it's going to be man, it's kind of losing a little steam. If we had taken the break and retest, we would have been to 8 points at this point. 2 to 1. 3 to 1 would have been 13 points. Let's see if there's any other points here. We do got kind of got this little area here. Okay. I think I'm going long again. I'm going long again. Call me stupid, but it's wanting to retrace. Go below this right here, and then for my to be honest with you, I probably shouldn't have taken that first trade because my risk reward wasn't good. My target, my take profit, kind of where it is now, it wasn't a great risk reward as far as my stop loss was very small. Let's see. Another 4 to 1 here. We're going down again. I still feel like, well, I guess technically if we're in a downtrend, we should be making lower lows. So this seems like a stupid trade as well. We are in a downtrend. Why am I still making bullish trades if we're in a downtrend on a 4-hour time frame? That's the question. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? It does not make sense why I would do that. We're still moving down for the most part. It's kind of like a little mini pullback. Going straight towards the stop loss. Okay, so yes, that was indeed a stupid trade. Now, I think the other thing is, I probably should have waited if I knew we were in a downtrend. I knew we weren't going to make higher highs because most likely we're going to stay in the same downtrend. And then at that point, I should have shorted off of this zone here. Okay, I stopped out there. So had I done the break and retest, short here, I would have already been at 13 points. It's clearly moving down. Could have got out for 15 points. Probably going to make it all the way to 20 to make that new lower low. Now, question is, when it gets to that point, we are hitting a little bit of the point of resistance here, I think, or support rather. Let's see what happens. Clear move down. We could wait potentially for a little bit of a pullback. So 9:30 when the market opened. We pushed. That was actually a nice, pretty nice confirmation candle. We had the retest. That actually would have been the smart play. So again, the break and retest is pretty dope. And I think what I'm doing is working my way in from a larger time frame to get a picture. And because really, we knew we were in a bearish market. We were in a kind of a higher, an uptrend, making higher highs, higher lows, but that just means, let's see here, on the larger scale, we were going to make probably a big move to make a new low. Maybe we do have the support here. So I'm going to be a total jackass. I'm going to buy this, going back up where this support level is. I'm still betting against the market, but we did make this big retrace. We did not make lower lows, but we do have the support. Maybe that's not enough confirmation to take price back up. That is kind of a double low though. And the price did move up twice. So let's see. It is definitely a point of interest. Whether or not that's just going to create a pullback and continue down, it's a question. Or the other thing after impulsive moves I realize is you have a long period of consolidation typically on a larger time frame. So I'm going to mark this as a point of interest here. It did, so these little support zones, it did kind of consolidate on top of this support zone. Okay, we're blasting through. We're blasting through. Already. Shit. I don't know why. It's like just an overwhelming feeling of trying to force it to go back up with your mind or something. I don't know why at this point I would have taken another, yet the third bearish trade when it's in a clear downtrend, looking to make new lows here. It's looking to make new lows. Now it did again have a little bit of a pullback off the support zone. So this also again validates this break and retest. It's like it is almost a perfect strategy. That would have been 20 points. I guarantee people on the Profit Insider Discord, RP Profits is basically done for the day. He got his 20 points, 4-to-1 ratio. Now, only thing is, had we taken this position, we're looking for 20 points. Okay, we got the 20 points. What is our, we would have had to, it would have stopped us out with it almost stopped us out at 3-to-1. So that's the part that gets me on this break and retest. That's what tends to happen. I will break and retest quite a few times. So we had the 9:30 market open. 9:30 market open. Did we first go up? We started here, so we did first go up and then went down. That would have probably signaled a downtrend. We had 3 1-minute candles, pullback, and on the 5-minute, We had up, then it came down. We closed, not strong wick. I don't know if RP would have taken that because of that. It was not a strong wick, but then it did retest and continue going. Now on the 15-minute, strong close, but has not retested yet. So that's a good question. I don't know if RP Profits would have taken that, but it was a fairly legitimate setup. So we are not locked in, that's for sure. We are not locked in. Price is still going down. I'm gonna look back on the higher time frame to see what's going on here. Price did respect it go down. It's going to go up. It's going to go back up and touch that. I don't know if it's today or tomorrow. I don't know what level. It's trying to get this. Is it going to react off of this area here? Okay, just boom. Totally. Okay. It's going to pull back. Is it going to continue? I'm down $100. This is crazy. So it is moving quite fast. Had I listened to my own logic, we're in a downtrend. We had a big move here back on the 12th. So it is kind of retracing. Now let's look on the daily. Is there like a daily fair value gap that I'm missing here? I don't even know, I'll be honest with you, I don't even know why it's going way down there. Is that a weekly? No. So the 2 hour, what's the 2 hour? There is a 2 hour fair value gap, which is totally disrespecting. We're in a clear downtrend. We're blasting through. We expect it to make a pullback here, I guess, and continue down. There's a 2 hour fair value gap. So I guess we can consider maybe a pullback up to here and then continue down. Okay, so it did hit this kind of major level there. I got equal lows here. Let's see if it makes new lows. But I would assume it's going to pull back to here and then continue going down. We are in a downtrend. I thought it would want to hit that 4 hour fair value gap. Maybe it's going to be later. Okay, we're still moving down. Unbelievable. It's going to hit that stop loss. Let me try this because I've never done this. On the reverse position. Of course, when I reverse it, it's going to pull back. I'm just getting hammered. This is for learning purposes only. This is not trading advice. Otherwise, you'd be losing a lot of money right now. I almost like to not have a stop loss sometimes. It, because ES seems to like kind of be very wicky. And one impulsive move might just take out your stop loss and have no correlation to the trend at large. So this is a sell position. We are pulling back. So we did expect price to kind of go back there, which would be $138. So why are we even in a trade? That's the question. Why are we even in a trade? Should not be in a trade. I'm going to see what the Profit Insider gang is looking at here. Futures game plan from RP was today. Good morning, everyone. Here's what I'm looking for today. Main focus is going to be seeing if we continue this move down or if we reverse and make a nice move up. The first clean setup I'm looking for is a close over the Asian high. If we close over the Asian high, I will be looking for a clear uptrend, and I will look to take longs off pullbacks of this trend. I will also be looking for a breaking retest to open to the downside, target London lows. If we close below today's Asian low, I expect to see a lot more downside, and I will be looking for shorts, assuming we are in a clear downtrend. I will also be looking for a bounce up today's London lows. Okay. He was wide open. So his call was, he looks for these Asian low. So we did have a little bit, if you see, once it hit this London low, and then what is back here? Something over there. Okay, so we had a New York low, we had a Asian low, and a London low, and price did kind of blow past it and is now retracing. I did get a late start today, to be honest with you, but that's just it. You got to be a real student of the game and show up. So this is crazy. I was so confident last week that I kind of had a clear picture of what's going to happen, and it did for that moment. But then it can totally switch on you. So okay, now it is pulling back. Probably going to consolidate between this range here, I would expect. So stick with the plan. Had I sticking with the plan, that was 40 points. That's insane. It would have been 5-3, 40 points. It's going to range somewhere around here. Probably. Is it going to totally keep tanking? I don't know. I have no idea at this point. But if it did go above here, that's a trend reversal. We totally respected that fair value gap. It's almost making a head and shoulders pattern. Well. We're not still moving down. It looks like this could be the pullback. This could be the pullback. I'm not really understanding where price is wanting to go, for what reason. The 4-hour fair value gaps have already been tapped into, respected, but tapped into. Market tends to want to go up. Let's see if we could kind of figure out some sort of trend line. We're touching. I mean, can we expect it to come all the way down here? Trend line we got working. So I just start locking stuff too when I do my charts. Everything's kind of moves around on you. Okay. Pull back. It's going to keep going. I'm going to take my price. It's going to go down. That's what my we're in a downtrend. We have this trend line that it might tap into on the high time frames. So I guess my tools have been high time frame trend. To try to trade with the trend, which I did not do today. Finding points of interest, key levels of support that kind of dictate past price action and reaction to certain price levels, resting orders and things like that, and then trend lines, trend funnels and things like that, consolidation funnels, and then the break and retest volatility of the market open. So hopefully on the fourth time I have learned my lesson and I should trade with the market. Okay, so we are moving down. Finally, I got the hint here. That is actually a decent little pullback. That is a point of resistance. We respected the fair value gap on the 5-minute. Continue to moving down. I do think price will come down to this level at this point now. Kind of hit this little trend line here. Hopefully it could wick down there. Does seem to be like a little bit of resistance on this point. So maybe if it pulls back, it will kind of stay under this level. We do see that on there's a bit of consolidating happening here. So maybe take it to this point. This would be $58. This is attainable here. We want to get something back. We want to get a win here. Because we do see that it kind of wants to consolidate in this area. If it hits this, we might see it go back up here. So I think my plan is we're going to want to see it. We've got another little mini pullback. So I think it will start to consolidate at this point. We have a little bit of consolidation period here, and then you really do got to watch the market trend, because as soon as if we kind of start to consolidate and then the market trend starts to equal high, equal low, start to consolidate, trend changes, and market reverses. Because once it starts to consolidate, it's easy to basically change those trend patterns. Oh man, I can't believe, as you see here, on let's put it before at some point down, up, made a new high, then we trended it down. I think the ICC concept would have said, okay, here is a trend change. Correction. Continuation, maybe. And he might have taken it under here all the way down to there, which it continues going. So if this was in what I should have done, basically this is my stop loss. Come on, no, it would have been basically when that reversal happened. Maybe put my stop loss here. Yeah, so I do kind of like the idea of these bigger plays. We have started to you made this large high time frame consolidation period, and then it came down again. But I do like to the idea of being able to catch the movement along the way up and down, because obviously there's more points to catch if you are catching the trend reversals on the smaller time frames. I feel like we're going to get that 60 here. Realistically, maybe the price is starting to come back up. Okay, new candle. Are we going to pull back with this candle, or is it going to continue? Are we going to make a fair value gap, or are we going to? Because now we have yes. So now we have, let's see, still have 4 hours in this one, but we did make a 1 hour. No, did we? No, we got 44 minutes until we made a fair value gap. In the 1 hour. Now we did make a 15-minute fair value gap already. I think because of this area, I don't think it's going to even pull back. I think it's going to keep going. So we are going to tag this, it looks like. We're getting mighty close. Let's keep going. It's going to move. It's going to push. I feel it. I can manually stop it. But I feel like it's pushing now. We're creating 15-minute fair value gaps. Really, my first idea was here. It's going to make its way down to that trend line and then pull back up. So we do want to keep an eye on this little area here. It is, oh boy, totally reacted. It seems like rejected off of this little support zone. Oh, look at that. Pushing right down again. I would have tagged it. I would have idiot. But I do feel like in the scheme of things, I think it's going to tag on this trend line. I do it's going to consolidate around this area because of these levels here. So I thought it might consolidate between these two regions. again. This little indicator is showing still quite the bearish movement here. Screwed the pooch on that one. Move that stop loss. I should have taken profit there. 60 bucks would have been nice. This could be, you know, a little bit of a pullback, or it could be start of consolidation. Looks like a bit of a pullback. Starting to consolidate here on this bottom end. A little bit of resistance here. We have changed the state of character on that low time frame. Still have it on the 15-minute. Now we're underwater. It's weird. I'm finding myself, you know, you have to be, I'm getting caught between flowing and with the market and being flexible moment by moment, trying to read the market and going where it wants to go, but then at the same time sticking to your game plan, sticking to your narrative, your strategy, and, you know, not second guess yourself. So obviously this was a moment where you did see an idea start to take shape, and I changed. I got a little greedy. Had I stuck with that, I would have stuck with 60. Now it basically has recoiled back into a negative position now. We're still in a downtrend. We still expect prices to keep moving down unless we have a change of state of character, which we did on a 1 minute, but that doesn't mean much on a 1 minute. We have not on the 5 minute, and we have not on the 15 minute. Obviously all the way up, we still have not. I'm gonna check in on the chat on the Discord here. What's everybody saying? Up 2K. Wow. I will say making $13,000 in probably about 20 minutes absolutely ruined your perception of money. Damn, that's sick. Everybody got that break and retest. So we got some winners here. Damn. One thing I did not managing or keeping track of was, but the volume on that. I should have looked at the volume better. But then made it. A lot of winners. I should have been one of them. I mean, sticking to that break and retest strategy, it does seem to be more gets with that strategy than anything else I've seen. But I want to really understand the market, like going into it, because that is a real thing. But I want to be able to identify the move. I think the entries, it's really understanding the entries on a larger scale, and then by the time the market opens, you kind of have a better idea of which ones to take and not just take every single BNR there is. I mean, we did have a lot of idea that we were during this downtrend making a little higher highs, lower lows. And we parallel to this one, and it shapes up that, yeah, it should have been a downtrend here. This is a shape you do kind of see this like impulsive move, consolidation, and then a bit of a retrace down. So daily on a weekly. This is a weekly. Daily. Hmm. 4 hour. Touch. It might not completely come back to touch it all the way. Coming back down, we're going to take that profit there because I do think that's basically a support region here. Price will come down and probably reject. It is pretty close to this area here. And actually, if we did touch this, we're pretty much right on there. So we're going to take profit here, and then we're going to expect price to move back up. We saw it do it here. We saw it do it here. We saw it do it there. So we are expecting a reversal here. Price is coming back down. We're going to take that profit. Okay, we got something there. I'm going to take that profit. Come on, hit it. Go for it. Do it. Now we're going to do a buy. We're going to do a buy limit order. Boom. Now we are expecting price to, I'll put the stop loss under here somewhere. There it is. We're in that trade. We are expecting to maybe range around here, so get the 80 points back up there. We got the stop loss under this trend zone, so it could be wilding out and going there, but I think we do expect it to now retrace. Now this retrace is not going to mean a trend change on this time frame, because to make a trend change on the higher time frame, it's going to be way up there. But we expect it to reject off here. It's what it's been doing. It's already doing that now. I'm going to take profits there at this resistant zone. We do see it kind of making wicks though, so maybe it's going to come back down. This will be the down candle, wicking a long wick, come back down, make a upwards candle. I think I'm going to actually take profit over here, and I'm going to expect it to come down again, actually. I'm going to tap it. It's going to double tap it in this zone. Take some profit. And then, okay. I do expect something similar to what it did before. So once it takes profit here, I'm going to wait for another re-entry. Tap it down there. We have a long time on this. Let's see what happened in the 1 hour and time frames here. Multiple candles here. Multiple kind of I expect it to kind of eventually make a nice little wick up. Maybe I should do. We should make a nice little move up, and then we're gonna get one more down out of this. Don't necessarily expect it to keep going now. Okay, give us a nice little pop. We got long wicks up. There we go. Come on. Be patient here. I want to see a nice little push up. Tag that stop loss. This is like a little scalp in this kind of consolidation reversal stage here. And it could get the 18, but 42 sounds nicer. And then I'm going to go for another move back down where it dips into that support zone. It is kind of taking too long for me though, so I kind of want to just go ahead and take profit. Another 30 bucks would be nice. Let me get something. If it makes another push back up, I'm going to take it. And then I'm still going to look for that push down again. It's still kind of reaching there. Okay. So now I'm going to do another buy limit. At this level. How was that? Awesome. Why did it let me buy there? It's a buy. But I was way below price. Oh, okay. It is correct. Okay. Gotta answer the phones. Okay, it indeed did go ahead and get that buy order here. We are ranging around there, so we are actually making a lower low. It could indeed come to this. It could indeed come to this region here, this range. Now the different time frames, it kind of varies. That's troubling, but I tried to make it basically below this range, expecting price to reject off of there. I'm still expecting it to reject. I want to get my take profit again somewhere down here as price starts to return. So I am making my way out of this hole, hopefully. Get a nice few scalp trades. I'm going to check to see, maybe after this one, because the price did dip down a little bit lower, I'm going to see if it's going to go down a little bit more. And then we're going to be looking to take longs off of it. So it looks like we are going to start a range process as it kind of turns around in this zone here. I think it might want to wick down a little bit more, might even touch into that range here. On the higher time frames, we're below. The 5 minute, for whatever reason, we're above, which is troubling. But it started to break through. I was hoping to get a little bit of something off of this, but it's, there goes my winnings. Is it gonna dip off this? I'm gonna react off of this level here. That's what we were looking at for 4. Or is it gonna continue to blow right through that? That's the question. We got this little trend line here. We're hoping it's gonna bounce off of it. I think this might be our nice long wick for the reversal. We got our stop loss below, but you could have a strong impulsive move that takes that out very easily. But we're still looking to kind of have a reject off here. Let's look what's going on. It could come down to as low as here. This is like a support zone, mainly is what we're looking at for. Okay, now we are making our way back up. We want to see it. Just get up there. Let's take that take profit. And another $20. That would have been nice. Is it a downtrend market? Again, this is a downtrend. But we would like to see a little bit of consolidation at this point. All right. We do expect a little bit of a push back up as we're making this kind of tapered, rounded shape here, I think. It's kind of like multiple pullbacks. That's kind of what you start to see when a kind of a reverse trend starts to happen. I'm just trying to get a little bit out, and then I'd probably try to get another one too if it makes its way back up there. But I'm getting a little nervous because it kind of blew through the support, but we probably should see some sort of candle back up. This is not even breaking structure at this point if it made its way up there. Now we have this. I guess we could call this order block. We got the resistance, but then it broke through. We want it to come just up here and then maybe come back down again. This could be it. This could be our candle up here. It could take break-even profit here if we wanted to get out of it. Because I had tend to, when I was starting out training, get caught up in these reversal. I'd be looking for a reversal and taking it, and I'd be caught in this ranging pattern here. And actually, sometimes I would do quite well in this range. It's kind of weird. As I started to learn strategies, I kind of feel like I lost my way in some ways, but I was not patient back then. I was very reactive. It was almost like wrestling or something, where you're like in an athletic posture the whole time, just throwing trades. And now I do feel like I'm a little more patient and try to use indications that are presenting themselves. So I think some ways I am getting better. Okay, the Discord just made $13,000, almost $14,000. Okay, is this the one? Now this looks like it is acting as a little bit of resistance, which we don't want. Oh, I'm going to give it a few more minutes and I'm going to get to work. I kind of want to be like a hybrid trade where I can switch gears at a moment if I see a certain strategy presenting itself, then be able to switch gears, because I do feel like in different parts of the market different strategies can be used, and like I want to be able to be flexible and fluid and adapt. And so I am kind of, they say not to combine strategies, and maybe I'll learn that over time, but at this point I'm trying to absorb as much information and kind of prune through and trim the fat at that point and figure out what's working, what's not. I know a lot of people kind of just pick one strategy, but then what if trends change and that strategy not work anymore? I think I want to learn the market in its entirety. We do seem to be pushing down. I would not be surprised if we have a nice fat wick take out this stop loss, because we were right on the edge of this trend line. We go to the higher time frames. We're right there, so we're ready to kind of make that move. minute changes on that one. Okay, on the 1 minute we're getting below it. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. We're not looking good, to be honest with you. My idea was terrible. I'll admit that now. We're getting further and further away from our take profit. However, you know, at some point it should reverse. I mean, at least retrace. We got a big retrace. We're still making candles here. We've got 1 hour to close on this 2 hour. But with the 1 hour, we have 5 minutes to go on this 1 hour time frame. We're starting to wick back again, like that. I would like to see reversal, take that, and then I'm going to re-enter again. That is my strategy. I'm going to try to get a better entry. If it doesn't get it, then that's fine too. It's pretty much trending down though in the 5 and the 15 minute. No signs of pulling back really on the higher time frames. I'm just looking, basically we're using this trend line as my only sole confluence here. And I guess the support, but it's totally blown past my support zone here. I got a nice move up. It's about time for another so now we've seen these impulsive candles down and then a little bit of a staggered move up, impulsive candle down, and then staggered down. We're looking for now an impulsive move up. It's due. We're due. We're due. How's the live stream going? Anybody watching? Nobody watching. It's okay. It's okay. I'm actually just getting used to talking like a stream of consciousness. Trying to make sense as I'm doing it, but it's actually challenging, so I have respect to these people that can do this. I think it's probably like a muscle memory thing that you can develop over time, but it's not natural for me. All right. I really think it should be coming soon. Okay. A little bit of a push here. Kind of got to totally change for it to do that, but I'm gonna let this ride out and step away. All right, we're getting out of the hole now. We're starting to push up. We actually got into the black there for a second. It may push down again, but we're still going to hold out because I do feel like we kind of are in the support range and we're at the end of this trend. We're kind of reacting off this trend on most of the time frames. 15-minute is now making this candle here. I could see it pulling back one more time. I'm not going to push it too much. Hour time frame is now making a bullish candle. We are pulling back on the 2 hour. I'm going to let it work. I would still kind of expect to see some sort of spike, some sort of long wick candle, but hopefully we could get just take profit before that happens. We're only down at $5 right now. Too pity. Too pity. We're making a nice push up. Tempted to just take, break even here, but because I do think it will probably wick down before it starts to make that real change back up. Well, let it work. This isn't like a place where most people want to get caught up because the price is not moving very fast at the moment. In a consolidation period, you're not making these long moves. You could have a potential to catch these kind of price action that ping pongs against these two prices, but you're not. Like, I've been in this trade now for probably 15 minutes and I'm not getting anywhere, and I'm only looking to get about 20 bucks out of it. So, but we are starting to move up. Love to see a little push. We have not made even basically a trend reversal yet on the 1 hour. All right, we're moving now. We're moving now. We're gonna move nice, have a nice push up. Gonna take that profit. I'm gonna start to get out of this hole. I'm gonna start to use all my senses and my instincts and my knowledge that I've learned to work this market every second of the day. There will be no trade that I will not take. I will go back to my beginning where I just did 40 trades a day, but actually was making money. Just kidding. But I will be using informed decision making and real strategy from here on out. Looks like we're going to make that take profit. We're at 1250. Can we push? We'll probably. There we go. Come on. It's wanting to. It's wanting to. Let's wake up there. Okay, we're going to want to go down a little bit first, or we're going to wake up. We're going to want to go down a little bit. Okay. But we are starting to change the trend now. We did on the 1 hour or 1 minute. We have yet to do it on the 5 minute. We're a long way away on the 15 minute. We're working on it though. Okay, we're almost there. Boom. Come on, hit it. We're at 1750. Give me one more push. There we go. Alright, so we got that. And then now, we made a new high. Now, I think the next limit order I'm going to place is down here. We're gonna wick down at some point. I feel it. I feel it. Stop loss will be under here. Okie dokie. So we got ourselves in a pretty big hole here, but I do feel like, you know, things are going to, I feel like we're going to be a little bit more in the moment, on the balls of our feet, in an athletic posture while we're trading. See how that goes. I've learned a lot this last week, I think, at higher time frames and stuff like that. We are going to look to basically wick down at some point here. I think we'll pull back again. We are kind of starting to make some sort of trend reversal at this point. We're at the 5 minute. It's not closed though, so we'll probably wick down. We're gonna take a nice little, yeah, it's gonna want to go. It's gonna want to go down. I don't see that just totally flipping on a dime. I'm gonna put it right on this trend line. Keep it safe. And then as far as yeah, it's gonna move up. Do it like that. It's gonna come down first though. We're gonna do boom. I'm gonna shoot down. We're gonna make. See, that's going up too much. It's going up too much. Alright, thanks for tuning in. Good luck.